guys, and welcome to episode 7 of the Minstermen here on Football Manager 2015. To you back, it's the 10th of January 2015, and we've got a live commentary away at Wycombe, as promised, since the last episode, which was the disappointing FA Cup second round against Barnsley, where we crashed out with a 3-0 loss. It was a poor result, and since then, our performances have been as patchy as usual, really. That was the last episode where we didn't play too badly, but we just didn't take our chances when we were given them, and Barnsley just kind of took theirs, took nearly all of their chances. We then played at home to Wimbledon, and we suffered a very, very bad 3-0 defeat, which I wasn't happy about at all. A Jack Smith penalty alongside a Craig Tanner brace gave them the 3-0 win, and I don't really know what went wrong here in this game, but we were absolutely beaten up. So we were deserved to lose 3-0, but I don't know why suddenly, at home to Wimbledon, we were kind of so bad that we should have been beaten 3-0. As you can see from the match statistics, we were absolutely beaten out of the game, and yeah, it was a bit of a shock. I know the Barnsley result wasn't great, but the previous league game we'd won away at Plymouth, which was a terrific win, and then to have that was a bit of a shocker, if you ask me. Then travelled to Bury, even. It was always going to be a tough game, and we did lose at 2-0. Jose Angel Pozzo, who's the guy on loan from City, which I feel is a little unrealistic that he's at Bury, but he scored a brace against us. We never got into this game, just 6 shots in the whole game. That kind of summed it up, really. And we lost 2-0. And then we played at home to Accrington. And at this stage, we were beginning to get roped back into the relegation spots, which I wasn't happy with at all. Because, we shouldn't be getting relegated in this first year. Maybe be where we are now, which is not exactly high-flying. It's around 18th, 19th, but we certainly shouldn't be getting relegated, and we played in kind of a crunch game at home to Accrington, which I have to say was one of the worst games I've ever seen in terms of quality on this game. But we didn't help ourselves. Lewis Montrose got sent off straight red in the 58th minute, and then Ollie Lee picked up a second yellow for diving in the 77th minute to reduce us to 9 men here. And we're vying for a win here at home to Accrington, and we should be winning the game. And Emile Sinclair, of all people, pops up in the 90th minute to grab us the only goal of the game to win 1-0. As you can see, the game was poor enough. Our only clear-cut chance, we did manage to convert. We did have 2 sending offs, though, and by the end of the game, we were certainly shutting up shop when we scored that goal. Keith Lowe did get himself a man of the match, and Emile Sinclair scoring his first goal for an awfully long time, but it was a much needed goal, and it did give us a priceless victory. We then travelled to Carlisle, and again it just all went wrong. We lost 4-2 in this one. Now this game, Michael Coulson, Josh Carson and Wes Fletcher all picked up injuries. We went 1-0 up through Wes Fletcher, but then Gary Dicker, Billy Painter of all people, playing for Carlisle, Kyle Dempsey and Danny Granger made it 4-1 before Billy Painter own goal made it 4-2 with 15 minutes to go. But, yeah, I think the less said about that, the better. We were absolutely played off the park. And then we played at home to Plymouth again, and we managed to beat them again. So we've completed a double against Plymouth, which is a bit of an odd one. Now, they haven't actually had that great a year this year. They're only in 14th position. But the fact that we've had a double against them is, of all teams, is pretty odd. This one, we were a little lucky, I suppose, in getting that penalty. Luke Summerfield converted as per usual, and Emile Sinclair getting another goal, which was good to see. A very low quality game, though. 6 shots to 7. 2 shots on target from ourselves, both of them going in. 1 clear-cut chance, which was the penalty, which went in, and Sinclair's didn't even count as a clear-cut chance. Keith Lowe again with the man of the match, 8.2 rating for him. Johnny Byrne also with a 7.7. So we were very solid at the back, and we managed to take a chance or two, and that's what I'm really looking for, because it's a league where if you do take your chances like that, in those sort of situations, you will win games. Unfortunately, though, we haven't been doing that, and we still do find ourselves in 19th position. The thing I think is good is that we do have 26 points, which is 9 points ahead of relegation. And like in this league, 9 points is certainly something you'd like to have on your side rather than trying to chase. And 11 points on last position. So we're in a decent enough position. As you can see, we're 12 points off the playoffs. So pretty much unless we go on this wondrous run now, the playoffs are out of sight already. In terms of goals scored and all that, like we've actually scored a fair amount of goals. We're 8th top goal scorers in the league, but we are the top conceders in the league. That's where it's all gone wrong for us. If we have a look at our own individual player statistics, top goal scorer is still, of course, Wes Fletcher. He's got 11. Summerfield has 6. I think all 6 have come from the spot. It's either been 5 or 6 from the spot. Yeah, sorry, 5 from the spot, 1 from open play. No, sorry, 6 from the spot, because that one was in the cup. So 6 from the spot from him. Sinclair's now up to 5. Hyde has 4. Assist-wise, Fletcher 7, Sinclair 6, Coulson 5, and average rating-wise, Fletcher, Byrne, and Lowe are the only people to average over a 7, which kind of shows you kind of how poor we've been, really. And we face Wycombe today, who are in 5th, away from home as well, so it's going to be an extremely tough task. If we have a look at the people who are going to be missing out for us today, Liam Agnew still injured, Bobby Oljanek has picked up an injury, and quite a severe one at that. He's out for 2 to 3 weeks, so it's been Ingham in goal the past 3 games, of which he's actually not been too bad. Like, as you can see, though, he's such a shit keeper. But he's had 2 clean sheets, but he conceded 4 against Carlisle. Coulson's injured, and Montrose is suspended. So we're not exactly in a fantastic point of view in terms of players we have at our disposal. If you have a look at the team, we've got Ingham in goal, back four, Femi Ilzamani, Johnny Byrne, Keith Lowe and Marv McCoy, Summerfield, Ollie Lee and Tom Platt in midfield with McKell and Carson on the wings, Fletcher up front on his own. And really I'm not expecting much from this game against Wycombe, that's why I'm kind of breezing through this episode pretty quickly. Not really been in the mood for recording videos as of late and uploading videos, having said that. So I'm kind of looking to get this kind of done with nearly so I can just plough on continuing with the save. Because I always find, when you have time to play it and you've got kind of a month or something that you have to play before the next episode, it can be very enjoyable. Oh, unless you're going to defend like that. Come on. Give me a bloody break. Paul Hayes in the 6th minute. Josh Carson, for some reason, is back there defending, and he just shouldn't be back there. He has had an absolute howler, and we're 1-0 down. As I was saying, though, when you need to kind of record a video, sometimes it can be a little bit stressful, as you see there, Carson. That is diabolical defending. And we're 1-0 down at a pretty early stage here, and Summerfield now, whip a ball in, good ball in, Carson, go on, make up for your earlier error. He gets dispossessed far too easily. I have to say, he's been unimpressive, Josh Carson, since kind of coming from his injury. I thought he was going to set the league alight, set the team alight at least. That really has not been the case, though, unfortunately. He's been very poor, really. For us, he hasn't done much at all. He hasn't scored, I don't think. I think he's assisted a few. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, 4 games, so he's only just come back in. 0 goals, he's had 2 assists, but overall his player performances haven't exactly been superb. We do find ourselves 1-0 down here at half time. So we're going to aggressively tell them to buck up, I suppose. Try and sort things out, and I'll probably undo that. Oh, fuck's sake, come on. There we go. Because I do want some individual player instructions on. Northampton, the team at the bottom of the table, are 2-0 down away at Exeter, so I suppose that's good. We're really looking at the relegation teams and seeing how they're doing, you know, because we're not going to make any charge because we're far too inconsistent for that. I'm going to bring Sinclair on the left. I know he doesn't play there, or doesn't usually play there, but I do think he'll do a better job than Carson there, and he's had a few goals as of late to boot, so possibly if he got into some sort of position on the inside left, he might be able to convert a goal. We're having a highlight here possibly, but it's not really going anywhere. Here's Marvin McCoy, London McKell, or Lyndon McKell even. McKell now, Tom Platt, come on Tom, McCoy, Lee, McKell, Fletcher, how's he not scored? How has he not scored? Wes, no. That is shot. Oh, fuck. It's a good save by Ingham. He's been pretty decent in nets, to be honest. And that's another tip-top save from him. Considering that Bobby Ojnik actually, as of just before his injury, was very dodgy, like making very un-Bobby-like mistakes as McClure there. He's kind of breezing past our defence as if they weren't there, really, and with 10 minutes to go, we've got to try and do something, I suppose. Seems to have just not gone attacking. Did I tell it to attack? I don't know. We'll bump Luke Summerfield up there as a shadow striker and see how he can do. Maybe bring on Jakey Hyde for Wes Fletcher, who hasn't done much. We'll give it a go. Might as well. Like, I really do find in some of these games you just got to take risks. No, like sometimes it just doesn't come off, but every now and then it does. And sometimes, like, these guys aren't really good enough to just persist with, to be honest. Even with somebody like Wes Fletcher, you know, if he's not playing very well, you just got to take him off, because he's not really good enough to change it around in the course of a game. There's Jake Hyde. He is around 5 yards offside, so I'm not even going to get anywhere near excited. You just knew there he was. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to find him around 10 yards offside here. Like, he's just nowhere close. So, a little bit of temporary excitement, I suppose, but I never thought that was going to be counted. And it looks like it's just going to end up in a 1-0 defeat here. Luke Summerfield's gotten injured, thanks for that. You just couldn't let us lose the game? Of course not. You had to land us with another injury to just add to the already 50 men that are already injured in our squad. And that is it. So Wycombe have got the points today. It's an early mistake from Josh Carson's that's cost us the game. Keith Lowe again, man of the match. He's been playing very good as of late. But the team, unfortunately, isn't really rallying beside him. If we have a look now, what does it look like? It's now down to 6 points, so Mansfield obviously won. So that's not good. Luke Summerfield out for 2 months. Thank fuck for that. That's fantastic news. Sorry I'm in a bit of a shit mood today, but that's really just the way I feel at the moment, and with the way this save is going. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. I'll see you guys later. Bye.